Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Today we are leveling Mercedes, the Elven Queen, to level 200. But before we talk about Mercedes, we have a quick announcement to make. We will be getting early access to the Neo update. So in the upcoming weekend we will be streaming 12 hours on both Saturday and Sunday. We plan to explore the Neo update, Neo Castle and train the new class Kane all the way to level 200 on stream. So make sure to tune in. There's a link to our Twitch in the video description. Now Mercedes has one of the best link skills in the game. One that gives increased EXP to any character that it's linked to. And her Legion effect decreases skill cooldowns, making it quite useful for some other classes as well. Mercedes has 3 beginner skills, which all give her a well-needed boost in almost everything. The whole reason why I waited so long with Mercedes was just so I could build up my Legion and Link skills to do a bit more damage. Mercedes ain't that strong early on, and defeating monsters can take quite a bit of work compared to some other classes, especially in Reboot, but after 5th job she really starts to shine though. Thanks to her beginner skill Elven Healing, she heals 5% of her max HP and MP every few seconds. She can glide up ladders and ropes for some additional mobility, and her Elven Grace increases her attack speed, and jump, damage against normal monsters, and makes her more charming. In first job, Mercedes gets a massive boost to her critical rate through the Sharp Aim passive skill. She unlocks her potential power, which to be honest ain't a lot of potential at the moment, increasing her movement speed, damage, and it gives a 20% chance to avoid monster attacks. Her double jump can, for now, still be put on a quick slot, giving you a bit more control over when she double jumps. And you get the skill Swift Dual Shot, which is your only attacking skill for this job advancement. After completing the class specific quest and her touching reunion with Athena Pierce, we reach level 30 and are ready to leave Victoria Island. Theme dungeons are for commoners. We are the Elven ruler after all, so instead we're going to the Savage Terminal Junkyard to fight off some hooligans. That's way better. Besides the regular mastery and booster skills, we also get the passive skill Spirit Surge that increases our critical rate and damage even more. If only Mercedes her skills did more damage, that would actually be quite an amazing class. Another passive skill that we get is Final Attack, and that's it for the passives actually. We also get 3 attacks. In second job you get a bit of a better taste of what Mercedes is all about, linking skills together. The skill Rising Rush and Parting Shot can be used after one another, and that's your first baby combo. You can also use regular attack after using Rising Rush to trigger Parting Shot as well. And while Parting Shot has some good range, it's rather slow to execute the whole combo. And if you use Rising Rush but there are no monsters around you, you'll just go through the entire animation while remaining frozen in place, and there's not really much you can do. So usually Maples just spam their other attack, Piercing Storm, which hit monsters in a straight line, and that's about it. Second job can feel kinda underwhelming for Mercedes, but no worries, because in third job we're gonna achieve a liftoff. You might want to switch your in-game chat from all to friends, because you'll be spammed by messages saying that you aren't high enough. Even though this class is named after a car brand, Mercedes plays more as a helicopter who prefers to be in the air as much as possible. We're getting a couple of new attacks in the third job advancement, and if you want to go all out, this is a combo you can use. Use Rising Rush, then Aerial Barrage, followed by Leap Tornado, and finish off with Gust Dive. Or if you don't want to press all these buttons, just use Stunning Strike and Leap Tornado and you're good. Leap Tornado can actually be used twice in the air if you time the skill right. However, you want to combo with your other skills regardless to proc one of your new passive skills, Ignis Roar. Every time you link or combo your skills together, Mercedes gets a stack that increases her final damage up to a maximum of 10 stacks or 20% final damage. However, this buff only lasts for 15 seconds, so it's key to keep comboing at least every once in a while, especially if you're just spamming Leap Tornado and Stunning Strikes. I don't use Gust Dive that much though, I can't seem to hit smaller monsters with it. You can use Gust Dive a bit later while you're in the air, but I find it quite difficult to time when fighting smaller monsters, so I didn't really use it that often. But if you are using this skill, you can use Leap Tornado right after Gust Dive to cancel the animation, so you don't need to wait for the whole animation to end. But wait, there's more. Unlike most classes, Mercedes only has one passive skill, Ignis Roar, in third job, and there is one buff called Water Shield that decreases damage taken. It's a very useful skill since this Mercedes has no airbags. Once she gets hit at a higher level, it will really hurt without your Water Shield. She can also summon her Elemental Knights, which depending on the knight summoned, all have different effects. But it comes down to that they just all deal damage. You can have up to 2 knights active at the same time as well. And if 4 different attacking skills weren't enough, you also get a 5th attacking skill called Unicorn Spike. Hitting monsters with this skill leaves a debuff that increases your damage dealt to them by 30%. Also, linking skills together reduces the cooldown of this attack by 1 second. We just reached 4th job and basically we doubled our airtime. 4th job Mercedes is pretty fun in my opinion, but still it's a lot of work. Comboing does feel more satisfying and less clunky though, and your skills fit well into each other. As you can see, Zakum does not even stand a chance. He can't even reach us because we're flying way above him. Mercedes does hate platforms though, because she loses her advantage of the high ground, she's not in the air anymore if she suddenly crosses a platform. So sometimes going only up isn't always the best approach. To make Mercedes even stronger, we completed the Mushroom Shrine team dungeon. At least it doesn't matter how much damage you're dealing against this boss. In the end we get a nice cape and medal and a title that we'll use as well for now. Finally we got the wings needed to keep us flying. A nice combo that I use in 4th job is Lightning Edge, Spikes Royale, Leap Tornadoes, Rolling Moonsault, then another Leap Tornado, then again Spikes Royale, and then the final Leap Tornado. And later on you can use your level 160 Hyper skill in the mix as well. Since Spike Royale's cooldown is reduced every time we link an attack, using Rolling Moonsault together with Leap Tornado is usually enough to reset your cooldown if you use Spikes Royale earlier in your combo. Trading isn't that bad at this point. But imagine actually working hard to get level ups. Mercedes doesn't train, she just uses her private pool to level up. Honestly though, this pool event has saved me so much time. I will definitely miss it when it's gone. Oh, and Mercedes has another cool skill, Spirit Nimble Flight. This skill allows you to reposition mid-combo, super useful during boss fights when you quickly need to get out of harm's way. And if you really want to get good at Mercedes and make full use of her skills when bossing, use Unicorn Spikes, then Stunning Strikes, Wrath of Enlil, Spikes Royale, Leap Tornado, Gust Dive, cancel the animation of Gust Dive with Leap Tornado, and finish up with Lightning Edge while using another Leap Tornado to cancel that animation. You want to use your Robot Unicorn attack and Stunning Strikes first to apply debuffs that increase your damage, and then deal your damage with your other attacks while staying in relatively the same spot thanks to Gust Dive and Lightning Edge. But yeah, Mercedes is a lot of work. Or, you know, you can just use Stunning Strikes and in some maps just jump down and use Leap Tornado. Mercedes also gets a passive boost to her Stunning Strikes, dealing even more damage. Her Ancient Warding buff increases her attack power, HP and attack avoidability chance. She gets increased damage against bosses, more critical damage and final damage from the passive skill Defense Break. Then she has another new attacking Hurricane-like skill called Ishtar's Ring. Her first Hyper skill increases her attack power and gives 100% stance for a minute. Not bad actually. And the other level 160 Hyper skill I already mentioned is Wrath of Enlil, which is an attack that we can keep using in our combos. What I personally really like about Mercedes is that she's flexible. It doesn't matter what combo you use as long as you're using one. She does have a unique playstyle though that doesn't make her too popular, it feels like. It does take some time as well to master her mobility and animation cancelling to make full use of her skills and kit. 5th job Mercedes is really fun though. She can ride Shilvida, Queen of the Unicorns, into battle, granting you increased mobility and a dash that will deal massive damage to any monster that crosses his path with this majestic creature. Some skills can be used while you're riding this unicorn as well, and overall it's just really fun to use. Mercedes also turns into a thief with the Spirit of Eliel skill, granting her a Shadow Partner-like skill, summoning spirits that mimic your attacks up to 3 times. However, there is a chance that they don't activate, like every spirit has a chance to activate up to a max of 3 times. Her Ecological Rod Skill is sorta similar to your Ishtar's Ring skill, but bigger and better. You can tap the left or right arrow keys twice to change direction when using the skill, and it's great for melting bosses, elite monsters and black mages. The final 5th job attack is called Royal Knights. Using this skill will grant you a brief invincibility frame during the animation, and while the skill is active, Knights will pop out dealing damage. Overall, the Mercedes class does take some time to really get going. It isn't until 3rd job where you can see some of her potential, and 5th job is just really fun. But not that any of that really matters, because you'll have to make this class anyway and get it all the way up to level 210 for that juicy 20% bonus EXP link skill. And that was Mercedes. What do you think about this class? Let me know in the comments. And as always, many thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, FLX, Ryaiser, Terry Kim, Jiju, Varees, Ryaiser, Aryu, Drisunker, Plux, Wiley, Francisco Sousa, History Cannon, Backspace, OTI, CMAC, Safronix, Alonso, BG Extremes, Anwar, NHI, Brandon, Frank Bouguet, Ziggy Deer, Fliniot, Beamer WT, Knifesu, Chen125, Pinky Traveler, Cloudfix, Roderiguez, Sir QQ Morse, Gummy Bones, Sir Tito655, Grayson Lee and Vanishwa. If you would like to mention you as well and get early access to new videos, make sure to check out that join button below this video. Thank you all so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!